Hey guys, this is Apostle Eli. I want to do a tutorial. A lot of times, especially when it comes to doing shut your mouth or gossip working, some people call them spells. I personally utilize candle workings and certain things very differently than other people. And I thought about doing this tutorial, giving you an example why somebody would even entertain doing a shut up spell or stop gossip spell. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, I have these are called figure candles, and these are basically female candles. Now, me, if I'm gonna do, especially depending on the level of gossip and slander, and the purpose of you doing that is because somebody is gossiping or somebody is speaking ill of you to the degree that it's interfering with your success. It's interfering with your job. It may be interfering with your relationship. This is somebody that is that could be interfering with your business. There should be a real reason why you would actually do something like this. This is not somebody that just disagrees with you, but in some form or fashion that it has gotten to the degree where it is actually causing you to lose customers, or if you're in church, lose members. This person is spreading things that could interfere in your success of having a healthy relationship. And so therefore, it is warranted for you to do this type of working. Typically, I'm not saying that men don't gossip, but a lot of times it is females that gossip to the degree where they would actually go out their way to try to impede your success and prosperity. So I personally use 3 candles for this particular working. And the reason why I use 3 candles, it represents 3 aspects of the person. In my personal belief, spirit, soul, and body. And it may be the emotional body, the physical body, or the mental body, depending on how you want to word this. But I want to address 3 areas of their in total being. I don't just want to deal with their mouth. I want to deal with their soul. I want to deal with their way of thinking and repelling this. Now, some people, I have gossip oil that I use, but the purpose of utilizing the candles, because me personally, you want to place something up under the feet, maybe to get them going, in the belly, because that's where the poison is. Some people put things in their throat or the mouth. Me personally, I'm going to show you a little bit different than how I do it. But some of the stuff that I have, some of the powders that I have mixed that I would use for some type of working when, especially when it's trying to stop gossip, is I have my whoop ass powder. I have that powder. That's this one right here. And then I have destruction powder because I want to destroy the effects of their gossip. I want to use my destruction powder. Now, where would I put that destruction powder? I would put some of that powder inside of the belly. I would also put some under the feet and some also in the mouth, right? Then I have my Dominion. Now, my Dominion powder, this is something that you're going to utilize because you want to gain control over the individual. In my case, spirit, soul, and body. You want to gain control and influence to the point where you're able to affect it, this person pretty much immediately. And you want to affect them in a way that is going to deter them from continuously talking to you. Some people use alum. I have my own blend. So I also have what I told you guys, I have my gossip oil. This is really old. It has all the herbs in there, and I've been utilizing this a long time. And then I have reversal powder. Now, the reason why you want to reverse things, this is my reversal powder. The reason why you want to reverse this work, because of the simple fact that you want this to come back to them. You also want to reverse the effects of anything that they have said or done against you pertaining to your success or your prosperity. Now, I'm going to share something. I can't show everything, but I want to share this. Now, in order to do this next phase of the working that I'm going to discuss, you have to be very good at necromancy. And what I mean by that, you have to be somebody that's already connected with the dead. Whether you're in Ifa, whether you're in Voodoo, whether you're in Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, even Christianity. If you are able to commune with the dead, and this respect, I am going to deal, because we're dealing with gossip, and I want to utilize, I have python bone, and this is something that what I want to do is invoke this particular spirit and to restrict the throat chakra. Some people call it throat, but I'm going to tell you, I would place some of this bone inside of this candle in the throat area. Now, I would dress all 3 candles the exact same way. But the reason why I want to use the python, because I want it impossible for them to continue speaking ill regarding me, or court case. I'm just throwing some hints out there. But you would have to be able to not only get a, this is actually a vertebrae from a python. You would actually have to be able to awaken this spirit and bring this spirit alive. But placing this in the throat area to restrict communication. And remember that the python has the power to crush bone. So no, this is going to be a very powerful working. Some people use doll babies. You know, I personally don't like to use, I ain't gonna lie, but I personally don't like using doll babies because I like stuff to hit really hard and really fast. And I don't want anything lingering around. And a lot of times when you have doll babies, it's unless you're gonna place it somewhere. Now, this type of working can be placed in a crossroad, railroad tracks, or you can place this in the cemetery. I wouldn't personally, unless you're trying to kill their influence in your life, kill their voice in your life. You know, you would use the cemetery, but I personally wouldn't use, with this work that I'm doing, the cemetery for this work. Then I also have rattlesnake bone. Now, why would I use a rattlesnake bone? Because what I'm going to do with this particular work, the reason why I want to poison, I want to strike. And what I would do is in the back side of this particular candle, and I would place this particular rattlesnake in the back side of the spine. Remember, I would place that because what I want to do is to strike them each and every time that they mention my name, they think about me. I'm using this example. Think about me in a negative way, that this serpent will be inside of the spine striking, you know, rattlesnake venomous, you know what I'm saying? We're going to fight fire with fire. So basically, I would have the python around the throat, and I would have the rattlesnake flowing up and down the spine. And some people write the name of the person that they are doing this work concerning. Me personally, I do invocation, and so therefore I summon that person's energy and baptize these particular candles in, and then I work from that point. Sometimes you have pictures. Some people write names. Some people use their names on a black paper bag. Like I said, I'm more advanced, so a lot of stuff I'm really not showing you in great detail of what I would be doing. And basically what I would do after preparing each one of these candles, then I'm going to have each one of these candles. If you notice, I have them back to back. This is the same person, but I want to turn their body against them. I want to turn their mental body against them and their emotional body. Some people say their spirit, soul, and body. Once the body is against itself, then this person is going to be so distracted with themselves and what's going on, they're going to forget about me. You understand? So the concept of turning oneself against oneself is basically the idea of this particular working. I think this is more complicated than a spell. So this is why I wouldn't per se label this as a spell, because it's a lot more in depth. You have to have communication with spirits of dead. A lot of times we use animal spirits in not only to protect, but also to defend or to strike. And in this case, this is how I would utilize this particular working in order to stop gossip. And then, yes, I have other stuff that I would place around this. Some people use pins. Iron is really, really good. Some people would place iron to affect the person, and they would, basically go from the stab them in the third eye, stab them in the mouth, stab them in the throat, belly button, and the genital area, and the foot. And so these candles will be prepared. Now, when you do, this would be considered a dark work. When you do this type of working, once this working is done, this has to leave your premises, because these spirits are going to follow this person. And this is when I tell people all the singing and prayer won't help you, because once you are attached and this energy is injected in this person, the reason why it's going to work and it's going to be stable, because first of all, it's justified. This is why I said on earlier in this video, make sure that this person is actually doing some harmful stuff that is prohibiting your relationship. This is not somebody just passing a general opinion of you. This is somebody that is going out of their way, kind of like that Tabitha Brown work, that with Whitney Williams. When somebody is maliciously speaking of you, this is going to stick to them. The Bible said, basically, like if a curse is unjustified, it'll return to sender. This is why you should have good judgment and know that this person is intentionally going out them well. And this is something that is going to be ongoing that they have done. So this is not a one-time situation where this person has did something or said something and now you trying to do something of this nature. Don't do that. This ain't what this is. This is somebody that they talk about you like somebody paying them. They gotta, like, they getting this a job for them. So they're going out their way to go to people or places or things in order to bring some type of negativity regarding you. And so this is something I want you guys that I like to do it this way. I don't necessarily do it the way that other people do it. But this is some way that I would do it. If I was even utilizing a skull, I would use more than one, and I would basically do the same thing. Turning that individual against themselves. And then what I would do is, because I know how to astral travel, once I do a working like this, I actually place this person in another world, another dimension. It'll be hard for this person to get back to themselves, because this is why I tell you, this is more like shamanic work. People that are able to astral travel or go into different worlds or different realms, after this work is done, this would be actually sent into another dimension, another world, and guarded by those spirits of that realm. So this is a lot more complicated. I hope I explained it and why this is something that you would do for somebody that is really trying to attack you. This is a good tutorial to have a better understanding about stopping gossip and certain spirits that will assist you in stopping gossip from moving against your life. So, whether it's you on a personal level, whether it's business, whether especially with the social media platform, if somebody's actually going out their way to defame you or actually bring harm to you or yours, this is an excellent work that can be done. It's a costly work, very dark work, but it's effective and it's long lasting. It really is. So I hope this helped. I hope you have a better understanding when it comes to stopping gossip or ill speaking, and why it is important to have clarity. Also, incense would be done. Would be good to burn my reversal incense. If you guys have not gone on my at reversal candles, all those type of workings. Me personally, I turn these candles into basically talisman, and I don't burn them right away. So this is a lot of work over a period of time that you would do on these candles, and it's a great work. Effective, not easily broken or removed. Bath washes will not get this type of work off of a person. Smudging will not get this type of work off of a person. So this, to me, this is one of my workings that I like to do. I'm very creative when I put stuff together. So that's why I try to make it very hard. That's why I tell people, if I go there, I'm going there. Okay? It's Apostle Ely. I hope this helped you, and I hope you got a lot out of this. God bless.